What's going on, everybody? LeviairDragon here, and today we're going to be doing a deck profile of a really interesting deck idea that I came up with, which is Shaddoll's Machina. And I think it's actually a really cool deck. It has some really nice OTK plays, and it's really, really fun, so I definitely recommend it to anybody. Alright, so let's just get into the monsters. So the obvious 3 Machina Fortress, so standard. This card is really amazing. And then we have the new addition of the deck, which is the Machina Mega Frame. This card is so amazing. I recommend playing 3 because it's Shaddolls, so if you draw any, you can just get rid of them with fusions. And it's a card you always want to see because it's so good. Then we have the obvious 3 Machina Gear Frame. Just search out your other Machinas, and it's a really great engine for those 9. Alright, so that's it for the Earths. We're going into the Shaddolls. So the obvious 3 Beast, amazing card. 2 Falco. You can definitely bring it down to 1. I found that I like Falco just because I really like its effect. I like how it special summons itself, creates pressure, I don't use it for its tuner capabilities that often, but it's a nice little addition you get with the card. So you can run 1, you can run 2. I like playing 2. The Shaddoll engine is always player preference. I'm running 2 Squada, you can run 3 Squada. I'm running 2 Hedgehog. I feel like 2 Hedgehog or 3 Hedgehog even is very important in this deck because you always want to see your fusions. 2 Dragon, pop pesky back row. That's it for the Shaddolls. I have 3 lights in the deck. There's 2 Denka Sekka. Just make sure OTK plays go off. It's really great turn 2 to drop this and make OTKs after you first turn Gear Frame. And then the 1 Thunder King because Clifforts, and this card is just really good right now, especially when Niklas come out. So then spells, that was it for the monsters. So we have the obvious Foolish Burial, so good in this deck. You can even send Megaform to the grave. 1 Snatch Steal. Snatch Steal is obviously completely overpowered, and every deck except for maybe BA needs to be playing it right now. We have the Super Polymerization. This card is
Wait. Isn't that banned?
Oh, shit. Okay. We got the 3 MSTs to get rid of pesky back row, just like the dragons. And I think MST is really important to play right now because Snatch Steal is back, and, it's really, really great against Clifforts. Then we have the 3 El Shaddoll Fusion and the 3 Shaddoll Fusion. Just completely staple for this deck. You definitely want to run all 6 because you want to see them very often. And then I'm still playing the 3 Shadow games because I feel like it's important in this deck. It's just always a great card. This deck is less OTK oriented than the standard Shaddolls that you're seeing today. For good reason, because it has other ways of doing things. So I think Shadow Games is still really good in this variant. Then 2 Trap Stun. Really great for making sure your plays go off. And 1 Compulse is the only defensive trap. It's Compulse. And then for extra deck, it honestly doesn't really matter as long as you have 2 Winda, 2 Construct, and 2 Shikanaga. That's really the main things you need. And then you need some Synchros for Falco. Definitely Castell. And you definitely want rank 7s in the form of like Big Eye and Dracosac for the fortresses. And then side deck, side deck is always player preference. It honestly doesn't matter too much as long as you pay attention to Clifforts, because Clifforts is your worst matchup. You want to make sure you have things like this. I really like Anti-Spell Fragrance. I really like this card. And then Fairy Wind is obviously amazing. And then I've got, Chain Disappearances for BA because it is the most popular deck. Maxis for them as well. Benny's Emptiness for Mirror Match. And then some just like more Trap Hate, good standalone cards. And yeah, that's pretty much the whole deck profile. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to see more of my content, you can subscribe and check out my other videos. Peace.